Well, I was introduced to Chinese martial arts by my father at a very young age. As soon as I could walk, he had me punching, kicking, and performing lion dance. Obviously, being a martial arts enthusiast, I look to Jackie Chan, Jet Li. I must say Bruce Lee's probably more my style because I like the intensity and I like the way that he stands up for himself and other people. I've been practicing for a solid 35 years, and I'm a third-generation practitioner of Chinese martial arts. My grandfather, my father, and myself. When my family came here in the early 60s, we were part of the founding members of the Hong Lek Kung Fu Association in Toronto's Chinatown. And the group was very small back then, and the Chinese community was very small, and everyone knew each other. My father and my uncles were part of the group that was fortunate enough to be invited to help build not only the Chinese Kung Fu Martial Arts Society, but also help build the Toronto's Chinese community. Myself, I started formally teaching in 1995. When we first started, we actually teaching friends at school. One year, one of the teachers was looking to do a Chinese New Year celebration, lion dance through the school, and perhaps a little Kung Fu demonstration. Obviously, I was interested and received the invitation. So I picked some people who were close to me, who were interested and willing to learn and take the time to be a part of our project. And that was it. That was the ball started rolling, and here we are, 20 years later. I think for me personally, because my father is my teacher and such an important influence in Toronto's martial arts community, I always felt the pressure to do well, not only just for myself, but I always felt that pressure that I had to do a good job for him, right? So my family was always there for me and really tough on me, so I felt that I really had to do a good job. Not only for yourself, but only because it's a kind of expected from your family to do well. The fact that we could work with people who were in the area and share some of the things that I learned as a child, so the martial arts, the discipline, being a part of the community, sharing, giving. It's rewarding because it's a community thing and everyone's involved. For me, growing up doing lion dance was very serious. You had to be very serious and take every little part of the lion dance very seriously. You had to focus, you had to do all your techniques properly, which meant discipline, but also it meant focusing and trying your 100%. Martial arts and lion dancing is connected through various threads. The stances of martial arts, such as the horse stance, the bow stance, the cat stance, the girl stance, are all stances that are incorporated in the lion dance. So when the lion is moving, walking, jumping, running, sleeping, he's incorporating all these different stances into his routine. The lion also incorporates agility. Obviously, you need to be in good physical condition to do the lion because you're lifting, you're jumping, you're bending, you're turning, and as well as imagination. When you're underneath the lion, you want to bring the lion to life. You want to improvise and try to make that lion be as real as possible. When I first started teaching, I find that we were doing things the traditional way or the old school way, where it was very hard and very tough and very disciplined. And it was a lot of the teacher telling the student what to do. Traditionally, it's the guys, and the girls weren't actually allowed to do the martial arts and lion dance for various reasons. Most people relate to having babies, that if you practice martial arts, you would damage your internal organs. That way later on you couldn't have a baby, right? Or you would have difficulties. What's special about our team is now 50-50 guys and girls. So when we go out to a performance with 8 people, we'll have 4 or 5 girls with us performing, and it's quite the treat. Because sometimes we do performances, for example, seniors' homes, where the ladies or the people who live in the home, they are of the generation back in China and here in Canada where they weren't allowed to practice the lion. They weren't allowed to take pictures with the lion. They weren't allowed to touch the lion. And for them to be sitting there and watching, they don't know that it's girls underneath the lion. So they have no ideas who's inside the lion until the girls take off the lion, and there's a big shock in the whole room. Whoa, girls underneath the lion, girls doing lion. And at that point, you really feel the emotions in the room because obviously we're talking about generations and years of things that were not, but are now. Nowadays, people are looking for tradition, the discipline, the culture, the values are now slowly starting to happen and come back into the line dancing and the martial arts. Because you got to remember, back in the day, martial arts and line dance was only for your club, or was only for your family. So these acceptance, or the ways of doing things are coming back into the way that we're doing it now. And it's starting to grow. They want to see this now. People want to see that element of tradition and culture that we provide. So moving forward for our club and for our team, that is going to be one of the strengths that we have, because we have this experience, we have this knowledge, we have this culture that we are passing on to the next generation. Traditional values to fit today's society. Northern legs, southern twist.